Rahul says, we're not nerds, we're cool people. I don't know about that, Rahul. I don't know about I mean, look, you guys know that I poo-poo the math and all that stuff, but if you're in data science, you've got some nerd in you. Come on, you've got some nerd in you if you're in data science. You know, we got to be honest, right? You gotta know your limitations in life, right? If you're talking about you know, p-values and z-tests and Python and algorithms, you got some nerd in you, and that's okay. But you know what you're reminding me of? You're reminding me of that scene in that movie Almost Famous, where the young kid, the young reporter, he's just been like banished from the band that he was following, where he was feeling all cool and he was part of the band and like the rock and roll lifestyle, and he calls his mentor, and he's all sad, and the mentor says, something like, yeah, you're feeling sad because for a moment there you thought you were cool. And hey, man, I've met you. You are not cool. So that's us, man, right? You can feel cool, like, yeah, data science. But come on. We're all nerds here. Come on. Yassine says, maybe that's all that I am. Maybe that's all I'll ever be. Hey, embrace it. Embrace it. Rahul says, at least be happy you're a nerd, Dennis approved. Embrace it, guys. Rahul, you brought this up before. About how, I don't want to call you out too much, but you mentioned that other people in your life said that you're a little weird or things like that, right? But guys, I say embrace it. I'll remind you of the answer that I gave Rahul, right? You can't live a normal life and expect extraordinary rewards and results from it, right? People do that, but it's not realistic. People expect that, but it's not realistic. You gotta have some difference in you. You gotta have something that you're doing different in your life if you want those different rewards. You can't say, I want to be an average person, except that every time that I fly, I want to fly business class or first class. I want to be an average person, never taking risks in my life, never being called weird, never having everybody like me, having everyone be my friend, but I also want to drive a Porsche. Like, you can't do that, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. So if you're a nerd, if you're weird, embrace it and make the most of it, right? You're supposed to have those things in your life if you really want like an extraordinary future for yourself. Like, if you're living an average life now, then why are you expecting some great reward 10 years from now? I mean, that's dumb, right? That's just you waiting to win the lottery. You're waiting for a bag of money to fall out of the sky, right? So, like, if you're weird or a nerd or whatever, you're not everybody's friend, you don't always rub everybody the right way, forget about it. That's okay. Right? Embrace it, but do something with it, obviously, right? You can't just be a knucklehead, your whole life. But embrace it and do something with it. That's how you get to those extraordinary rewards, extraordinary outcomes, right? So I'm seeing a lot of in the chat, and I know some of it is just good humored and all that, right? But you can't be everybody's friend and then expect to fly business class. Like, there's going to be some people who don't like you, or that you make mad sometimes, or that think that you're some weird dude. That's okay. That's much better than them thinking, oh, that's just another average guy, right? To me, at least that's the way I see it, right? To me, that I would much rather be called a weird dude than an average dude by somebody else. Because then I can just expect average things for the rest of my life. Right? So, guys, if you're weird, if you feel like a nerd, not everybody in your life likes you, embrace it and go with it, right? Embrace it, go with it, do something with it. because that's how you get those extraordinary rewards in life. You don't get really cool stuff in life by being average, by leading an average life, right? I mean, that you're just waiting to win the lottery. Don't do that, right?